Styxhexenhammer666 made a video, and he brought up an issue that I have been talking about for 7 years now, loudly on YouTube. And I'm only addressing the first 6 minutes because there's a lot in there, and then I will make a part 2 that addresses after the 7-minute mark. I actually got up to 7 minutes. Israel is benefiting greatly from ISIS, or the Islamic State, and the disruption of Syria. Syria had a great standing army and was stable and could put pressure on Israel. If Israel does anything, it will be land grab. They are not going to try to stop a genocide. And everybody knows that the Yazidis, the Syrian Christians, which arguably are the oldest faction of Christianity, I wouldn't argue that point, but historically they only go back to Chalcedon, and they reject all the other creeds, and they were basically allowed to develop under the Sasanian Empire, also known as the Persian Empire, instead of being under the Roman Empire or the feudal states in the West. Assad is the only thing standing. Well, he's not the only thing, but Assad and the various militias. This is near me because I am Syriac. The Syriac militias, I believe YKP, the Kurds who allow in Christian fighters, Shia, Sunni, any of the moderates, whether you're Arab or Kurd, doesn't matter. And they fight side by side with Assad's forces. We must not forget that Obama trained the Free Syrian Army in Libya, and as soon as they got to Iraq, they splintered into the Free Syrian Army, the Islamic Front, and ISIS. And they all are under the same flag. There's not a difference between them. And now I think it's all just ISIS or Islamic State. But yet, Obama has done, since ISIS is around, or the Islamic State is around, he targets Assad and bombs Assad's infrastructure, and he goes after Assad. He despises the Arab and the Kurd. This is not just another country. They've destroyed Palmyra, a very ancient Roman site that then was Eastern Christian, and they're very fond of burning various books and various holy items and various ancient things of the Yazidi, the Mandaean, the Nestorian Christian, the Eastern Orthodox Christian, the Syriac Christian. And they have to pause here for a second. Hold on, there'll be more. You also brought up Egypt. Obama was elated with the Arab Spring, and so were many of the Democrat politicians. I'm not either a Republican or a Democrat. I don't like either of those Republican parties. I think they're both left-wing. I'm not a fascist or anything. That's just how I see them. And they're statists as well, as most leftists are. But so the Arab Spring happened, and what happened? The Islamic Brotherhood took over, and it took the 10% minority of the Copts, or the Coptic Christians, and the military and the moderate Sunnis to overthrow this horrid regime put in by the Arab Spring. And they even imprisoned Al Jazeera reporters for spreading this horrid propaganda. The goal of modern day Wahhabist or Salafist Islam is the goal of the first four caliphs of Islam: entire conquest of the world. Either convert, submit to dimitude, or be executed. The United States has done more to destroy the Middle East under Obama's watch than anything. I mean, it's worse than the freaking Crusades. And what help was given to the Yazidis and the Assyrian Christians of the East, also known as the Nestorians? Nothing. I believe out of 3,800 were actually made it out alive. Israel likes the fact that it has all this. The Muslims, the Arabs, I shouldn't say Muslims, the Arabs are fighting themselves, so they can't cause trouble for Israel. Israel is a very selfish country and wants no part in being friends with their neighbors. As a Syriac, this weighs on me very heavily. I remember going out and with hundreds upon hundreds of Arabs chanting Bashar al-Assad. And by the way, that you hear in Family Guy, that's only done by the women. Bashar al-Assad is Alawite. He's not like hardcore Shia. The Alawites in their worship use stringed instruments, and men and women dance together. They're not hardcore. They're not like the mullahs in Iran. So I hope that clears things up. This is just response or adding to the first 7 minutes of your video. Thank you for speaking about this and not being silent. Many Westerners don't know about this, so peace to you.